new case of aggressive tactics from homeowners associations.
Yeah, this time families are being threatened in a neighborhood where many families didn't even know they had a homeowners association. So how can a surprise HOA sprout up with no warning? KPRC Local 2 investigative reporter Stephen Dean is live in Southwest Houston tonight with more on his investigation. Stephen?
Well, Bill, if there is a brand new homeowners association on this block, you sure wouldn't know it. They're not cleaning anything up. Look at this weeded lot here near West Orem and Alameda. But what the group is doing is sending out some nasty notices, and families here are afraid. It's her first home, and Millicent Cole works hard to make payments and keep things tidy.
When I closed, my builder told me that absolutely there would be no HOA.
Now, a year later, this Baylor College of Medicine employee is being threatened. This letter arrives saying a new HOA has been formed and her grass wasn't short enough. Plus, she's being told she'll have to start paying dues.
Well, what I heard was that I'm going to lose my home.
She watched our report last week with an aggressive HOA renting a chopper to fly over a Magnolia home and then sue a family with the photos snapped from above.
I had the letter in my hand, and what I was seeing was actually the same thing that possibly could be happening to me.
In Texas, some home builders organize HOA boards in new subdivisions, but the law spells out that a certain percentage of all the people who live in a neighborhood have to be given the chance to vote. Professor Shelby Moore teaches about HOAs at South Texas College of Law.
If the developer has put these people on the board, you've got a whole sort of incestuous thing going on that's not pretty.
And that's what's happening here. The family's being told their builder set up the brand new HOA for this area, but we couldn't find a single neighbor who's heard of it. That means it's possible the HOA never held a vote. It may have no legal authority at all. But how much is it going to cost folks around here before they figure that out? The letter from Progressive Property Management had a return address on Highway 6, but it's nothing more than a mail drop at this store. We searched county and state records. We found no legally existing HOA and no listing for the management company renting this box. They didn't respond to our calls and a fax seeking answers.
The legislation is more watered down than it should be.
Moore says families can be kept in the dark about new HOAs sprouting up. Then it's much tougher to vote and remove board members because they have such a head start. She says Austin needs a push in the coming legislative session.
If we want some change, and we want change in a greater way, then we have to be willing to follow the issue to the end.
Now, until the laws are changed, a fairly small number of people can vote to create an HOA in a neighborhood like this. The neighbors here say they plan to ignore the threatening notices and just fight it out in court if they have to. We're live in Southwest Houston. I'm Stephen Dean, KPRC Local 2.
Stephen, from your report, it sounds like this HOA doesn't have any authority yet. How can people make sure that they're dealing with a legitimate homeowners association?
Well, Bill, if they're asking for money, you should ask them to show you the letters of incorporation, the articles of incorporation, also any minutes from past meetings that show how they voted, and a list of when their next meetings are so you can attend those meetings. If they can't provide you any of that, they may not be legally created yet, or they may be a scam.
Okay, Stephen, thank you. That's KPRC Local 2 investigative reporter Stephen Dean live